Is it bad?
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store.
You got a young team, didn't you?
Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. 2 weeks of coverage.
The Scrutiny League Tweety got me in.
And we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled.
Got Lamar, though. You know what I'm calling first play. You ready for it? Here it comes, folks. I mean, yeah, it's streaming. The stream is up. We're live here in rainy Foxborough here on a Tuesday night special edition football game. Brought to you by Bojangles. That's right, it's bow time. Got to give you that blimp view. And Jackson. Oh, and he's off to the races. Jackson. Lamar 16 out the gate. Lamar is 16 yards out the gate. It works every time, don't it, Doug? I mean, you're not expecting a read option first play, and I think I could have got more. But, folks, they'll take it here on a rainy day here in New England.
It goes right out the window. One play has him up.
I need you to tune in, Doug. This is a good game. Lamar under center. Rain dripping from his face mask. See Diggs wide open. Diggs in that read option. Come on with it, Diggs. And he got 14, and that will set up the Ravens 1st and 10 at the 45.
NFL catch. Congratulations.
Read option, Tweety. Read option. Yeah.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's
Ravens setting it up 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
Elon again. Here he comes.
Quick throw to Thielen.
Thielen. And he's feeling.
35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Kind of want to run this right here.
A second and just a few inches left. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play call.
Ravens coming out good. 1st and 10 at the 35. This is their opening drive. 2nd and inches.
Come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game.
It is. Like passing.
Now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want to do.
What kind of weak guy?
Swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we
saw. This right here.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really,
watch this for popping. Watch this to pop open, folks.
In the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to
Jonathan Taylor, that's a hoss, ain't he?
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your
he said that was the worst idea.
Things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
As a wide out, when you take that
oh, man. 2nd and 13.
You see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Yeah, I wish that was Diggs. I need to switch it to Diggs.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you
I'm
like
going to go with this play here. They really like this one.
Exactly right.
Everybody knows what's coming. When the party knows it's a shotgun. What do you think it is?
9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left.
Jackson dancing. Jackson dancing. Oh, he fumbles it.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by
And the Patriots pick it up. Oh, no.
careless with the football.
He had the first. Could not get down. Could not get down.
Watching him play, the one thing comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball.
We had a shot to get there.
I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you got to take care of the ball.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
What a hit.
Take this one up to about 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Oh, picked off.
It's going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That's a dude I drafted, Tweety. Devin McCourty. That dude is bad to the bone.
Defensively, what a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching.
Oh, no, he missed it.
Themselves. That's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the
Course.
quarterback's hands,
That's a
you just
silly
sort of go,
question.
uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on
All right, we got our touchdown, Tweety. We just mixed the extra
and now
point.
the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with Henry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress.
What's up,
and
Hart?
not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Brady sliding out of the pocket.
Ooh, that's a good play.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to get this
That
beyond
was a
the
good play.
40 before he's taken. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work
What's up,
all the
Hart?
way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Hey, I
Pick up there, and it'll
don't know. What do you
bring
think,
up a
Tweety?
2nd and 9.
The Patriots at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
No, that's good. Duckett needs to make him a defender.
It's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively.
That's why I'm watching Phil Doug. He needs to make him just a lock. You know what I'm saying, Tweety?
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And now look at this. Big game,
what a hit.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Can't believe he fumbled.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. It's complete to Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Second and 5 now. Brady. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On play action, now Brady. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
I didn't think he'd make that. I didn't think he'd make that
Full
throw.
connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
All right.
Folk now now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jackson out to his left. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic.
Let's
Hit
go.
him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. But I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go option to the short side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before half for Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Pretty good.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 2nd and a yard, Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Al Woods able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having
right there. I don't know. Whatever you'll do.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because
we finished.
Score lead in the third quarter. They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First and 10, Taylor now. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A give for Taylor running right side. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Brady. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Bo Melton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To your what? Oh, I need to.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, no, that was a bad throw.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
That was a bad throw.
Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Who are you playing? Did he really?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Just mix it
A
up.
little surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A big pickup of 38.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Gotta be.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
No, I'm playing my game.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ooh.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.